Good evening and thank you for joining us. And as we come on the air tonight, more than 100,000 people have now been killed by coronavirus worldwide. This Good Friday has been another harrowing Friday on the front lines of the pandemic and the end to one of the deadliest weeks in modern American history. Tonight, the death toll here in the U.S. now tops 18,000, with nearly 500,000 total confirmed cases. There are encouraging signs in New York State, the epicenter of the crisis, where the number of new infections each day seems to be leveling off. But the president's coronavirus task force is warning we have still not reached the peak of infections nationwide. Tonight, we're also learning about a new government forecast obtained by the New York Times that warns hundreds of thousands more could die if stay-at-home guidelines are lifted at the end of this month. And as we begin this Easter weekend, it will be unlike any we've known. Instead of crowding into churches, many Christians will be forced to worship alone. There is a lot to get to tonight, and our team is standing by to cover it all. We're going to begin with Mola Lenghi in Long Island, New York. Mola?
Well, Nora, as you mentioned, another alarmingly high day of deaths across the state of New York. And as this virus spreads outside New York City to places like Long Island here, hospitals and towns are scrambling to do just this, put up field hospitals and expand their ability to treat COVID patients.
A chilling view from above. Freshly dug trenches on Hart Island, New York City's 150-year-old public cemetery, where once-a-week burials have turned into a 5-day operation. Among them, unclaimed victims of coronavirus. As the death toll soars, morgue space is running low, forcing city officials to reduce the number of days bodies will be stored.
We are cautiously optimistic that we are slowing the infection rate.
For the first time since the outbreak began, ICU hospital admissions are down. So are the use of ventilators. And yet,
the bad news is we continue to lose a tremendous number of lives and endure great pain as a state. 777 lives lost.
But the death toll in New York may be even higher. The official toll does not include people who may have died at home. Those bodies are not tested. The epidemic has spread into the New York City suburbs of Long Island, where there have been more than 1,000 deaths so far. With more drive-through testing sites, Long Island has more confirmed cases than any state in the nation outside New York and New Jersey. The urgency has led to the construction of this 1,000-bed facility for hospital overflow at Stony Brook University Medical Center.
Life was normal here 30 days ago. We didn't have a confirmed patient. And now today we have over 40,000 positive patients on Long Island.
The virus didn't spare 44-year-old ICU nurse Ali Guillermo, who died yesterday.
He's a good man.
The father of 3 will be remembered for his love of singing and dancing at parties hosted at his Long Island home. His daughter Denise.
What are you guys going to miss most?
Just his presence mostly. I mean, it's hard to think that my dad won't be here, especially as we grow.
The sheer volume of death has overwhelmed New York City funeral homes.
It's nightmarish how busy it is. I mean, it's to the point where every phone call is someone looking for help, and we just can't help anyone anymore.
Social distance reminders are everywhere, including one tweeted today by New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, employing a hometown hero. There is strength in numbers. More than 20 nurses from Syracuse, New York, arrived to a hero's welcome by staffers at a Long Island hospital, reinforcements to help treat patients.
Well, here in Suffolk County, there are more than 700 ICU beds. Nearly 70% of those are currently being used by COVID patients. Nora?
Mola, thank you.